I'm sorry. My sleeping bag had fell on the ground. I had to pick it up. I'm using that as a stool. Hey guys. Okay, so I was not planning on making this video at all. I actually already had let's see, one. Let me get my notebook. Okay, I had one, two, three, four, five videos out of the seven that I've already recorded already that I actually wanted to talk about first. But actually, I'm going to go ahead and just like put one on. That's I'm just going to put one in there that I haven't placed already. It's actually number eight, out of the seven videos. Um, okay, so I know you guys have already seen videos on YouTube where people were just mentioning how to actually writing down certain goals in order to see progress happen. A lot of times people say, well, you need to actually talk about your things in order for things to actually increase, like things start happening for you. I'm going to have to say, like, speaking things into existence, just like I already made a video about claiming it. However, if you actually do write things down about yourself that you can actually see about yourself, just forget about anyone else just making their opinions about what they see about you. What do you see for yourself? And actually start writing those down. It doesn't have to be too wordy. It doesn't have to be too short. Just as long as it's enough information for you. I wrote an entire book, not even an entire book. I wrote in my book, get yourself like a journal. It doesn't have to be a journal. You don't have to be fancy. Get yourself like a sheet of paper or, an index card. Get yourself an ink pen or a pencil. Hopefully it's an ink pen because it's a little bit more permanent. Therefore, you don't have to go back and erase anything. Um, they try to tell you to write down, I am this and I am that, or I'm going to get and I want this and I want that. Well, those are ways for you to increase your faith and your hope for things to actually start happening for you. And so if you really don't realize that, well, now you realize it because actually, I have intended on doing the I want and the I hope and I wish type of, um, I'm going to have to say, wordings that I had to write about myself. But actually, if you're trying to speak things or if you're trying to manifest things into existence, if you want them to actually come, you claim it already. Like I said in my other video, you actually want to start saying, I have this and I have that. So, um, I've always like whenever someone would tell me that, I would say, "Oh my gosh, here we go. We have to sit here and I have to tell myself things that I already believe I can do." And that's so boring. And I'm not going to sit there and write it down because why would I write it down if I already know it's going to happen? That's a waste of my time. The the only thing that I should be worried about is if I did not believe that myself already. So I really didn't have to write anything down you know but if you really think about it, there's like power in what you write actually. So if you actually think about this, if you haven't done it already before, do it now really quick, okay? And I kid you not, my YouTube channel is literally about the realest stuff that you can ever imagine. Like, a lot of people get famous off for doing all type of other stuff and whatever. This is just not for me to just show my behind off and something crazy and then get notified. I can actually utilize YouTube to do something else totally different. Not only would it be benefiting me because it's actually like a therapy for me because I can go back and look at myself and then I can go make other videos and then learn from what I've done from the past, like mistakes, if I even made a mistake, and be better off on the next video. But anyway, that is like a whole nother topic, but I don't want to get off track. I want to stay on this one right here. Now, the other thing is that what I had to do is what I wrote in my little notebook. Like I said, I carry around with me, and let's start to say, for instance, I went to, you guys know I moved to Chapel Hill from Greensboro. Yes, I've been in Hot Point all my life. I'm from Washington D.C. Blah blah blah. But I actually moved from Hot Point to Greensboro, and then from Greensboro to Chapel Hill. There's a really big difference in Chapel Hill. There's a lot more friendly people in Chapel Hill. Not saying Greensboro doesn't have a lot of friendly people, but it is a big difference. I'm gonna have to say, of course, I don't want to get us off track, but let me just say, Chapel Hill is basically filled with nothing but college students, basically. Okay, so it's more freshmen, of course, than there are seniors, juniors, and sophomores. So therefore, you're gonna get this new friendly environment, this new type of attitude, this fresh start. So it doesn't matter if you're older or younger, you're all gonna have this kind like hearted spirit attitude, and then everyone you're just gonna really pick up the vibe. Now, what I thought was really really cool about writing things down, and I'm not sure what I was gonna put this. Oh yeah, start. The name of this video is gonna be "Start Writing Down Things You Want to Happen in Life." Yes, seriously, because it's like, for instance, okay, I came here to Chapel Hill, and I've done this before when I was working in Ralph Lauren, in High Point, North Carolina. I was watching Ashura Star Goddess's channel. Go check her channel out. But other than that, let me just get back on to what I'm trying to say. Hey, Ashura. But no, seriously, um, I'm just sort it out for you guys because I don't want to bore you at all. Whenever you literally start um, writing things down that you want, and even if you already know you're going to get it, you like to speak things into existence. You don't want to just say I want. Just say I have. You know, that's the bigger start thing to do. So what I'm trying to say is, when you start to write down things, like for instance, in my journal, I put this year I will have a car. Boom. I will have a job at McDonald's to start with. Boom, I have that. Boom, in the car, I have that. It's waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. It's coming now. Boom, already. I don't know what type of car they're going to give me, but I went with this program who is going to let me get a car called Wheels for Hope, and they're actually going to bless me with a vehicle. And I believe we have to wait 3 to 4 weeks until we actually receive the vehicle, which is okay with me because I've already paid my money. So, boom. And it was only like $608. And Wheels for Hope is an organization in North Carolina that's like not only in Greensboro, but like in Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill. It serves like all over, whatever. Then I also put down in my journal, and this is all before I got this stuff, you guys, and it's all coming to me as you can see. So it's nothing actually wrong with neither one of it. It actually works. Okay, so I actually did. I said this year I will have a car. Boom, I got one. They said this year I will have a job at McDonald's. Boom, 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 boom. I didn't want McDonald's, but I just moved to Chapel Hill and I needed something to start off with. So I ended up actually getting it. Um, I will have my own place to stay in. Boom, boom, boom. I got my housing situated. I'm waiting for my keys. Okay. I also wrote down I would save my money in the bank like I've always done and multiply without overspending it. Okay. I've already had discipline. You need discipline. You need balance. You need to know how to manage your money. You also need to know to do things in moderation. A lot of things you don't really actually need. You can actually just utilize them. The things that you get by yourself. You might have someone with you, but you know what you need to survive and you know what the next person's going to need. But at the end of the day, it's about what you are going to need. Okay. So as you can see, and I'm making these videos as I'm letting you guys discover my personal life so you guys actually know that this is actually real. Okay. I will be a vegan and a vegetarian. Now I said vegan and vegetarian because vegetarian is kind of like Bible type, like Bible wise. Um, no meat at all for religious reasons, okay? And then vegan is kind of like another way, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like you're still using like dairy product. It's still coming from an animal, so it's kind of like um, so it's not like 100% vegan vegetarian right there. This is not. So I mean, every now and then I might have like an egg in my meal, or I might have a fish. But any other type of meat, I just won't eat it, anything like that. I'm sorry. It just hurts my heart to see that the world has literally gotten used to slaughtering and killing animals and then advertising them. I mean, they're birthing these animals and then they're putting them inside of platforms and businesses for them to be starting to kill. It became the norm. I mean, it's not anything that, it's something that you have to learn over time.